Hello, my name is Takudzo Mbayago and this is my SRF Career Choice presentation. The career choice I've chosen is to become a professional soccer coach and to use that to take over the soccer academy back in Zimbabwe that I graduated from. The academy that I graduated from allows athletes, young athletes like myself and aspiring athletes as well, to have a chance to use their talents in soccer and track and field to gain scholarships or even to go straight to the pros. So I have chosen the professional route because I intend to play professional soccer, and once I finish playing professional soccer, I would have gotten my coaching badges to pursue my career choice. My mission statement is to create and provide an opportunity for young athletes to showcase their talent. This goes hand in hand with the vision and the mission of my academy, as they created a way and provided a platform for me to showcase my talent, and now I'm here narrating this presentation to you all. The leadership model I subscribe to is the continuum leadership model. The model focuses on who makes the decision, and continuum leaders choose their style based on boss or employee-centered leadership. I myself believe in employee-centered leadership since I want to be a professional soccer coach, because the players, who are the employees in this sense, are the ones that are going to determine whether I get to keep my job or not. So if the team is successful, obviously I get to keep my job, and if not, then I'll lose my job. So I have to be employee-centered and make sure to cater to the needs of the team and lead by example to the point where the players don't feel that they cannot voice their opinions. The leadership style I subscribe to is the visionary leadership style. The visionary leadership style recognizes that the methods, steps, and leadership are all obtained with and through people, and it just goes back to the continuum model. It's just showing the players a vision of what we want to achieve as a football club, as a soccer club, and with that in mind, it would help to achieve the goals at hand that will be set by myself as the coach and as the players, as they also have personal goals. The motivation, the way I will motivate is using the goal setting theory. It proposes that achievable but difficult goals motivate employees. And I have a link in the slide that one of my favorite managers, Jose Mourinho, was speaking about how he wants his team to achieve difficult goals, but that will end up motivating their employees if they achieve them. He was speaking about how they had a tough game against one of their rivals, and he just basically said to them that I do not want to put any pressure on you that you should win the match, but we cannot lose. By him saying this, he's indirectly telling them that we have to win, because losing will mean that they'll get 1 point, whereas if they win they get 3 and their rivals get 0. So the players know what they have to do, but they don't have the added extra pressure of knowing that they have to win, as other players they receive information differently. The character and traits in leadership that I identify with the most are team orientation, integrity, and decisiveness. With team orientation, I have to be able to work together with the players, and they have to be able to work with my coaching staff. It has to be one well-oiled machine. Integrity is just something that, from going to a Catholic school my whole life and coming to a Christian school, is something that I believe is dear, because if you have integrity, your players will respect you, because they will see that you're an honest man, and if they come to you with any problems, you'll be able to respond to them. Decisiveness, I believe, along with integrity, is one of the most important traits in leadership, because I have to be able to judge if an athlete is good enough to make the team or the academy, or if they're good enough to make trials for a professional team, because also my reputation will be on the line. So I have to be able to decide and make tough decisions based on the attributes of the players. And even if the player has integrity, some players can have all the talent, but if they don't have the work ethic, it'll be hard for them to make it. So it's my job to ensure that I'm very decisive in all my actions. When it comes to team leadership, how I'm going to cultivate good teamwork, I'll like to utilize the 4 functions of management, which are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. I believe that having a clear purpose and core values will help the players know what they're working towards, and will respect the mission and vision statements of the organization, whether it be the club or the academy. I also believe that it's essential in hiring players that are talented and also share the same values and beliefs that the organization holds. That is a critical part, because I believe that if you search hard enough for the players, it's easier to manage them. Because if you just take any player that you find, it's going to be hard to manage them, and you're going to have so many kids or so many players on a team that you don't want to have to waste time on disciplinary issues. Celebrating the achievement of goals by having good team activities together and building team chemistry, and creating a strong work culture by making them feel at home, by allowing the players to be able to communicate with the coaching staff, where they don't feel alienated. They don't have to hide. If they have any problem, they can come and just voice their opinions. And I believe all this is covered by the 4 functions of management. An ethical dilemma I believe I'll face, and I've already faced this myself before I try to come to America, is temptation of sports agents who will try and use any means to sign a player. And with my personal experience, I was being offered to go play pro, but I couldn't go play pro without getting my degree. So had I listened to the agent who was luring me with money and with the promise that I won't have to worry about school, had I done that, I would have lost my chance to be here in America to obtain a degree in sports management. I believe I can help players solve this dilemma by educating athletes on this issue. The athletes have to know the code of ethics for the sport that they're in, and they have to know what their career plan is. They cannot just wake up and just decide to do something because it feels right or looks right. it has to be the right thing to do. And I know it's hard for someone who might come from an underprivileged background to see that, but that's my job as a coach to instill those ethics in that player. And the chapter that I liked from Jesus CEO was on page 47. That talks about how Jesus did not kick the donkey. I liked the story about the balking donkey. It taught me that sometimes in life, when something happens that we don't agree with, it could actually be saving us from something far dangerous than we could imagine. So that I just resonated with that so well, because I've had things that have happened in my life that, in hindsight, when it happened, I was mad at myself. But now when I look back at it, I'm happy that actually led me to be here, because I do believe that everyone has a purpose, and that's why I've survived a lot of the situations I've gone through in my life. But that's it. I hope I was very insightful, and yeah, thank you.